put your trust in our riches and wealth, guns are ammunition. I just the last statutes and commandments. We make the decision to keep them with precision. I just part of the nation. Daniel get a vision. Him see the black Christ, it wasn't a white depiction. No allegiance to Rome nor its regions. Come out them religion if you want be a free man. Cause the deacons them full of demons. Same situation with Rasta with Islam. Only beacon of hope for your lean on I.S.U.P.K and the General Yahanna. Every fowl of the ear, every beast of the field, every creeping thing we creep on land, every mouth of the clear, loud and clear. Yahanna is a black man who have fear, let him hear. Time to prepare, spiritually separate from Babylon. We no weak, we no fear, we no tear. Bun Saddam, my bun Batty man are just part of the nation. Yahanna never come bring peace in start of the vision. No put your trust in our riches and wealth, guns are ammunition. I just the last statutes and commandments. We make the decision to keep them with precision. Just part of the nation. Send evils and curses on the whole city and the beasts and all churches. America fall, them deserve it. Rome get defeat, history repeat, I know the first thing. Hey, 400 years they work with, then desert with, then turn round and call we worthless. But now the COVID lurking, them hurting, and then the doctors and nurses. Hey, one day to a building of return after the long journey. No care much money you a earn if you still want Babylon burn. One day to a building of return after the long journey. No care much money you a earn. Hey, I just part of the mission. Yahanna never come bring peace in start of the vision. No put your trust in our riches and wealth, guns are ammunition. I just the last statutes and commandments. We make the decision to keep them with precision. I just part of the mission.
You boy, you know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in, yeah. But that was my nigga, yeah. I'm in it, yo. Got my nigga Rewan with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding General Yahanna. Straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home, that's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, think you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we U.P.K, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm reppin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start steppin'. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them, I see them, dap them and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
All right, let's clap it up. Shalom, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Barakathum to all the Akim, Yahweh Shema Thum by Hashem Yahushua to all the Akwathim. We're the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started off at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yahanna. Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth of the Bible. And the truth is that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the true Jews. That our oppressor, the white man, is the devil that the Bible speaks of. We are not affiliated with any other Christian church or Hebrew Israelite group. 1 West is home of the truth. If it's not under commanding General Yahanna, 1 West is not the truth. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and give the brothers, you know what I'm saying, a hand for surviving the first day of Hebrew Academy. Let's give them a hand for surviving the first day. I don't know how much longer they're gonna survive. I gotta be honest with you. The brothers that you know that came together, gathered together up in New York. Jill Muhammad said it best. Like you should quit. you should quit. Why would you want to put yourselves through all this stuff? You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you would want to. It's not mandatory, brother. If you ever want to do something like that, I'm just letting you know it's not mandatory. You can still come to class. You know what I'm saying? You can still ask your questions. We'll still answer them. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be a pariah. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. You're still our brother. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. We got brothers, that are committing themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's some brothers that came up from North Carolina all the way up to New York. You know what I'm saying? Drove about 6 hours up from North Carolina just to hear. And then drove another 4 or 5 hours up to New York just to get, tested, put through the fire, man. And it was glorious. It was glorious. You want to know what happened? There was some stuff that happened on the way. Have you heard, Brock?
The van? Yeah. I seen. I seen the footage. I know the story. Do tell. Man,
it wasn't, as glorious as I would say as the 2012 van class, but nonetheless it was and you know what? No, I'm talking about y'all ain't have an event like we did. Y'all ain't have an event like we did. And you know what? Cat Mosh was in the same spot on both times. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you just had to be there.
That's right.
I couldn't tell you, but you just had to be there.
That's it.
You just had to be there. Keep coming back. You'll hear the stories.
That's it.
You'll hear the firsthand stories and hear from the mouths of the men that were there. You know what I'm saying? You hear it from the mouths of the men that were there, and it was a glorious time. We got it. We made it up there. You know what I'm saying? And man, them brothers is in for a treat.
That's right.
I'll put it that way. These brothers are in for a treat.
Right.
But without further ado, you know what I'm gonna do?
Fresh and fit.
Yeah.
Fresh and fit.
I know you. Matter of fact, I want y'all to hear this out there in TV land. You hear that? You hear that? I put. Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. I don't know why I don't personally have several of these.
Yeah.
Personally, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why I don't. I brought it in there, but I'm I'm gonna indulge myself, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get several of these and just lay them around the house, you know what I'm saying? Man, look at that thing. Hold on. Because I need to get it all. You know what I'm saying? I need to get it all. Boom. Man, you should see the sizzle. You know what I'm saying? The sizzle is like the rings of Mordor. You know what I'm saying? That's going on. once it's lit. Boy, I tell you, look at this. Look at all the activities going on. And we're all doing this in the name of the Most High. Why? Because He told us that whenever we are teaching, you know what I'm saying, especially in this setting or a high holy day, we ought to light an incense, and we ought to burn some incense that is His favorite, which is frankincense. And what? You had it.
Frankincense and myrrh?
Yeah, exactly. Frank, give that brother. Yeah, exactly. It's frankincense and myrrh. That's the Most High's favorite, you know what I'm saying, scent. Did you know Most High has favorites? He created everything, but He has favorites. His favorite scent is frankincense and myrrh. His favorite flower is a. You gonna say it? Go ahead.
A lily?
Exactly. His favorite land.
Jerusalem?
Yeah, well, that's the capital of the land, but yeah. Israel, yep. And his favorite people. So, see, some people say He ain't got a favorite people. But then they'll say, the Most High has a chosen people, but He don't have a favorite. What the hell is a favorite if it's not a chosen?
Right.
His favorite people is so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, which is the nation of Israel. The nation of Israel. That's His favorite people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting this lit. Why? Because this is what the Most High wants. And we're going to do exactly what the Most High wants. You know what I'm saying? While we was up there, they was filming a documentary. And as I was saying, this is just brought up. Y'all gonna see it. Y'all gonna see it once it gets completed. But it was this devil that was up there that was filming this documentary. You know what I'm saying? And he was interviewing Commander General Yahanna. And I ain't gonna spoil it, but basically Commander General Yahanna was saying, whatever the Most High wants us to do, we're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Hence, lighting the frankincense and myrrh in every class. You know what I'm saying? On every high holy day. But that devil said some vile and disgusting stuff that if Commander General Yahanna wasn't, such an honorable man, the brothers around him would have stomped that dude out, because he said something like, "You're like, are you serious? Are you serious, man? This dude." But he said some stuff, that's on par with what Esau would say. Like, he could have said a whole ton of stuff. It was like, if the Most High wanted you to write 1,000 books, would you do it? He could have said something like that. Because he asked him, would you do anything the Most High tell you to do? Commander Yahanna was like, if the Most High wants me to do something, I'm going to do it, right? So he was like, he gave him some scenarios. It was like, man, why would you even go to that? That's what Commander General was like, why would you even go to that? I ain't even got to say, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. He was like, why you got to go to that? If he says run a marathon, if the Most High says run a marathon, go run a marathon. Why couldn't you go to that? Why couldn't you go to something, physical, or something intellectual, or something mechanical? Something you put, you build something together. But he went somewhere totally different. Like, that's the first thing out your mind. But that's not my topic. Salakia. I'm just giving you a little insight of some of the events that went up in New York at the start of the Hebrew Academy. It was a glorious time.
Yeah, man.
It was a glorious time.
Yeah, man.
And we're gonna do it again next Sunday.
That's it.
And the Sunday after that. Just let all you brothers out here in there that think is going to be over at a certain time. Get that out your mind. Get that out your mind. I'm trying to be a brother to you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be over when Commander General Yahanna says it's over, and that's it.
Right.
That's it. It could be next week when if the chariots come. It could be in the next 5 years. Could be.
Right.
But who knows? Who knows? We'll see. Exactly. Shalom. Man, it's gonna be a time out there. I could go on. There was some stories out there, but anyway, you just have to be out there. You know what I'm saying? Sharing the brotherhood. You know. But again, there was a post. There was a brother that said, "I've never been so sore. I could barely get out of bed." You know what I'm saying? Lord be with us next week. That was just the beginning. But you know what? The brothers who was in the Hebrew Academy knew about it at before the last Passover. You shouldn't be sore. You shouldn't. Yeah, y'all may not have known what to expect, but y'all knew what to expect. You got to be a nigga to understand that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be one of us to understand that. But if you saw, yeah, Lord be with you next Sunday. Lord be with you next Sunday. But anyway, what we're gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about Shedeur Sanders. Y'all know who Shedeur Sanders is? Shedeur Sanders is the starting quarterback of the Colorado Rams, the son of Deion Sanders. You know what I'm saying? He's been in the news, lately, and the stuff is just pissing me. Every post I see, and then I anger myself even more when I get into the post, when I actually look in the comments and whatnot. And these cats, man, boy, I tell you, grinds my gears. Grinds my gears. Okay, so he's a quarterback. I believe he's a senior. This is last year. He's a quarterback, and he was pretty good. If y'all know, last year or off season, the year before, Deion Sanders went from an HBCU, Jackson State, I believe it was Jackson State, and he went to a PWI, predominantly white school, and it was a big ruckus about it, right? And then there was a line drawn in the sand. Either your team Deion, or you hate him. You hate Prime. You hate Coach Prime. You know what I'm saying? It was a big ruckus. You know what I'm saying? But no one really was messing with him. Really, rocking with him. Not really. They just say, yeah, hey, go Coach Deion, go Coach Prime. That was the extent of their support. But he worked for free when he was in Jackson State. He paid for equipment out of his own pocket. Why? Because the school was lacking. The program was lacking. He paid for transportation, out of his own pocket for a few years, for about 3 years, 2-3 years, or something like that. All these people, they could have, they knew what was going on. They knew the state of HBCUs, schools in general, not just the sports, program. They knew it. But all they would offer were words of encouragement. Keep on going. You know what I'm saying? And then he made a decision to leave that school and go to an all-white school. You know what I'm saying? He took his son with him. Took two of his sons with him. Took a few of the stars with him as well. And people tried to, roast him. You know what I'm saying? They tried to roast him. But in the wisdom of General Muhammad bringing it out, like, hey, everybody that's roasted him are hypocrites. Are hypocrites. Not hypocrites. What do I mean by that? And he and he brought it out so heavy. He was like, anybody who is thinking anything other than this had to have gotten convicted. You know what I'm saying? They had to have got, even if they didn't say anything, they said a whole lot by not saying nothing else. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Say a whole lot by saying nothing else. He said, so none of us has ever worked for a job and then saw a better opportunity to get paid a little bit more and then quit that job and then go to another job. Right. So none of us did that. None of us got hate mail and got roasted, on social media or in real life whenever they see us calling us a sellout because we went, because we stopped working at the mom and pop store down the block after school and we went to, Walmart. We worked at Walmart for a little bit more money. Right. No one called us, sellouts then. No one called us sellouts for working at a shade tree mechanic, shop, and then go on to some a Honda dealer or a Lexus dealer. You know what I'm saying? No one calls you a sellout then. Why can't Deion Sanders get a better paying job? You know what I'm saying? But and then that's really. No, I ain't gonna say that because people was hating on him when he was in Jackson State. Right. But the hate piled on when he went to Colorado. Everybody wanted to see him fail. Everybody wanted to see him fail. You know what I'm saying? The TV was on him. They put that. I don't think that they had a nationally televised game before Deion Sanders. In like years and years. Their first like 5 games was nationally televised because of Deion Sanders. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Brought in money and ads and all this stuff for the school. But the reason why it was nationally televised is because they believed that Deion was going to fail. So much crap was talked about them. They took on the number 17 team in the nation at that point. And the season opener last year, they had just lost the national championship, I believe. TCU. They was very highly ranked the previous year. And then they came in and lost to Coach Prime. Man, the Meadamites was mad. They had celebrities, you know what I'm saying? They had black celebrities on the sideline and everything like that. No one was going to Colorado, football games. No one was going there. But they had a bunch of, it was prime time on the sidelines. People were hating Deion Sanders and the whole team. The whole team. They won like three, I want to say like 3 straight. One of them was like a real nail biter. It was like a triple overtime game. It was close. You know what I'm saying? And every week they won. It was like, well, let's see you next week. Let's see you next week. Let's see you next. And man, these niggas was hating, man. Right. And it wasn't, and it wasn't the black people didn't like that he went to HBCU, right? But they wasn't saying we hope you lose. Right. We wasn't saying we hope you lose. We can't wait for you to lose. It was the Meadamites. It was the Meadamites. It was like, we hope you. And then that kind of galvanized us. We're like, hold up now. We have a problem with our brother. You know what I'm saying? You need to stay the hell up out of this. This is between us and them. You know what I'm saying? And then they seen how much hate that he was getting. It was like, you know what? We need to come back together. You know what I'm saying? Come back together and support this brother. We need to come back together and support this brother. So we was again turned to him, like trying to supporting him and whatnot.
Right.
But these cats, man, these Edomites were praying for his downfall each and every week. And then they finally got a loss, you know what I'm saying, from Oregon State, which Deion Sanders already said, you know, it was certain. If anybody knows anything about football, you know, there's skill players, and then there's, you know, people movers. He never had the people movers. Those big time colleges, you know, the Michigans, the Alabamas, Ohio States, Miamis. Those are the people that got, you know, the top notch people. I don't know if you ever seen a professional football player in real life. Have you?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like standing in front of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. These are some. I ain't gonna say that's some pause-worthy stuff, but these are some overgrown individuals. These are some overgrown individuals. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And to get that, you know, that caliber, you know, overgrown individuals that is fast and agile and you know, and quick and powerful. His school couldn't get that. Whether it was Jackson State or whether it was Colorado. His school couldn't get that. Those schools could. Oregon beat them. You know what I'm saying? Was it Oregon? Oregon beat them. Actually, I think both of them. Mm-hmm. They beat them, and they spanked them. And then, you know, the whites, I'm gonna say it just like the whites, you know, just were running through the streets like they won, you know, saying the national championship. Mm-hmm. They didn't have a dog in a game when it came to Oregon or Colorado, but they just couldn't wait to, you know, for him to lose. They just couldn't wait for him to lose. And really the reason why is because Deion Sanders is unapologetic. He is good. Right. And just like, you know, General Muhammad, he says, you know, in the school, there's a saying, there's no cowards. We want no cowards in our camp. You know what I'm saying? And he broke it out. We were saying, you know, cowardice is contagious. If you have one coward in your camp, you know what I'm saying? It's contagious. Right. And we gotta, you know, either get rid of the cowardice in that brother or that sister, or they have to go. If they don't change, become a new person, they have to go. Because we want no cowards in the camp. That goes for brothers and sisters. Right. No cowards. So if cowardice is contagious, so is courage. Courage is contagious. And Deion Sanders has a whole lot of courage. Right. Contagious. It spread to his players, you know what I'm saying? Spread to his sons. Right. And his players and his sons are all courageous, you know what I'm saying? To the point where people are saying that they're arrogant. If you know you're good, you know the color of Christ?
Oh, sir.
Can you explain to somebody you know, that Christ is not this dude?
Come, sir.
And would you be confident in explaining that?
Come, sir.
So if someone was said, you know, if he breaks out, you know, someone breaks it out to someone that, you know, Christ is black and proves it in the scriptures, he's confident because he's been taught how to do it and he knows the truth. Now, if you're going to say he's arrogant for that, you're just a weak-minded fool. They can't, you know what I'm saying, that can't stand a black man who knows his stuff.
Right.
And that's really what it was. Deion Sanders, you know what I'm saying, is that dude who look you in the face and be like, I'm better than you.
Right.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? They want to yes ass master type dude, you know what I'm saying? Right. And Deion Sanders isn't like that. He's bold, he's brash. And really, honestly, if anybody knows anything about, you know, Deion Sanders, that's really Coach Prime is a character. He's just a character. Deion Sanders is very different than Prime Time. He's very different. Even on the field. Even on the field, anybody who went against him knows that he never talked crap to them. He was just, he just whooped you. I saw a story where he he was in college and someone on the opposing team just ran a kickback, a punt return, or kickoff return, whatever, for a touchdown, right? And then he was like, "Well, what'd you do?" After that, he was like, he told the kickoff routine team, he was like, "Y'all not going in, I'm going in. Give me the ball." Right? He got the ball and he ran it back for a touchdown. Why? Because he was just that confident. He knew what he could do. He knew his abilities. So that spread to not just his sons, but his team. And his team knows exactly what they can do. Now, what's the issue? What's the issue this past week? The issue is they won a game. Well, first of all, the quarterback, and I won't say a receiver, from the opposing team were talking mad crap the whole week online, right? Was talking all this crap just like everybody else does. Right. Everybody else is talking that crap until they get punched. What Mike Tyson say? Everybody has a plan until you get punched in the mouth. Well, Colorado team punched, Colorado State in the mouth, the team, figuratively, you know what I'm saying? They beat them handedly. And then after the game, it's supposed to be like, handshake, hey, good job, whatever. Shedeur Sanders went up to him. Well, the dude came up to him and he was like, hey, he was trying to shake his hand. He was like, hey, man, ain't you that nigga that was talking all that crap on Instagram? Like, what now? What now? We just beat you. I'm better than you. You can't mess with me. And then the whole world, just went crazy over it. Matter of fact, let me just bring up a little. I'm gonna find some of this stuff, what these cats are saying, and maybe I won't just vomit all over this, but it just angered me. They were saying he's unprofessional. He's arrogant. They was wishing harm on him. Like, dude, it's a football game, and this football game, this contest, he proved that he was better than the other guy who was talking all this crap. First they were saying, well, why don't you just win, right? Then they won. It was like, well, now you need to win against a higher rate. Why are you moving the goalposts, yo? These Edomites always do this stuff, you know what I'm saying, to us. Right. When really they just don't like a black man looking in their face and saying, I'm better than you. You know I'm better than you. And I just proved it in front of the world that I'm better than you. That's really what they don't want. They want us to walk with our heads down. They want us to, do you know where laughing barrels come from? The history of laughing barrels?
You couldn't laugh in front of the oppressor?
Keep going.
Wanted you to stick your face in a bird who had to laugh?
Exactly.
In front of them?
If you wanted to laugh and you was in the presence of white people, the oppressor, you couldn't laugh. Why? Because they thought that you was laughing at them. Even to this day, they whenever we're walking down the street and we laughing, has nothing to do with them. 9 times out of 10 has nothing to do with them. Right. Has everything to do with we're laughing at ourselves or whatnot. But they said they made it I ain't gonna say it was an official law, but it was like an unofficial rule, like law. If you don't do this, you might find yourself hung in the tree. Speaking of which, did y'all hear about that brother who got hung?
Yeah.
The truck driver who the oppressor says he killed himself, committed suicide by hanging himself in a tree. Really? We don't do that.
Right.
We don't do that. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But they have the nerve to say this out. So if we were caught, laughing in their presence, they would assume we were talking about them. We were laughing at them. So they made it, to where we had to, if we wanted to laugh in front of them or in the presence of them, we had to go and stick our face in a barrel and laugh in the barrel. That's where laughing barrels come from. That's where laughing they want to dim ourselves. I mean, there's a whole ton of stuff that they want us to do, or came from them being feeling inferior in our presence.
Right.
How about this? When the slaves were bringing food out, we had to whistle or hum or sing on the way from the kitchen to where they are. And the reason being was because they thought they was going to spit in it, or turn. Like that's so stupid, because we could have done it in the kitchen.
Right.
we could have done it in the kitchen. Like, hey, these niggas, these people are ridiculous. Are ridiculous.
Right.
I'm gonna bring some more stuff out as well, but this is exactly why. The Most High told us, we these people are not a people. Matter of fact, get me that. Where the Most High
move to something when a nation is not a people.
Yeah. The people are not a people. It's crazy because
jealousy. Something I got.
where the people are not a people. But it's crazy how they want to hate our shine, but they want to be us so bad. They want to be us so bad. One of the top players in NBA, Luka Doncic, right? Who does he play like? Does he play like some European player?
He's a European player.
He is a European,
Olympics, but he does play in the NBA.
No, but does he play like a white man? What game does he have that he emulates? Is like, oh man, that's like Bob Cousy or Johnny McGillicuddy. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't play like them. He plays like us. He plays like us. Do you have that scripture?
I got the book of Deuteronomy chapter 32 and 21.
Slide it real quick. If anybody has any questions in here or online, just go ahead, type them in or raise your hand. Anybody online have a question? Just go ahead, type it in, and we're gonna get to you.
Rosemary Robinson, not sure what they meant. Says, are these actual people or subhuman? They don't act human. Darius Haraj said, Luka play like a nigga.
Exactly. And these are not people. These are not people.
Excuse me.
Who does the things that they do? Who does the things that they do? Like, seriously. Not a people.
Brother, you got a scripture for me?
Come.
32, Deuteronomy 32, 21.
Deuteronomy 32, chapter 21. They have moved me to, I'm sorry, Shalaki, sir. They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not, excuse me, which is not God. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities.
Exactly. They have provoked the Most High to anger with their vanity. You know how vain they are? You know what I'm saying? You know how these oppressors really are? When they talk about, a bunch of nothing. And they make no sense. They make no sense. What's his name? Say Bush. Trump said the Levites was eating cats and dogs. They're coming in here and eating cats and dogs. Now, what people are known for eating cats and dogs?
Asian, sir.
Come on, man. Come on. There's actually a law in Vietnam that says you can't eat cats and dogs. Why is there a law that says you can't eat, but people still do it? It's not like highly enforced. They just recently passed it. Why is there a law?
As I always say, if there's a law, that means that it was being done.
It was being done. Now, why in the hell are they trying to put it on the Levites? Really? If it's something that the Levites do eat, it's some goat.
Right.
I tear some goat up. I see a Levite, you know what I'm saying, cooking. I go by a Levite house and I smell something cooking. Oh yeah, there's some goat. I'm liable to knock on that door with a plate.
I'm cousin so.
Right. You know that brother online with the glasses and the old hat, and he's looking through the window. He was like, "Give me a plate. Put two on my plate. I might be just like that. What we got going on here? Put some of that goat on my plate." But they ain't eating no cats and dogs. That's reserved for Moab.
Right.
Moab is known for doing that. Now, how in the world can you confuse the two? There is no confusing it. You have something?
God, if I may, it's our brothers through oppression, our brothers and sisters through oppression and poverty, and you understanding the conditions that we in have been eating mud cookies, and it's not as a delicacy. It's not like these cats and dogs. Like, this is their prime meal. This comes with dressing, 2 sides, and noise, barking or meow. This comes with that, and that's as a delicacy. The most expensive thing on the menu is how our person move. They take something that the Lord, that's what that vanity. Right. They take that thing and make it look like it's something. The whole time you're eating a spider, a bug. Yeah, they make locusts taste good, doesn't it? Like that's that's insane. That's purely insane that our person be doing, man.
Exactly. What they be doing is is insane. Yeah, exactly. You took the words right out beyond me. They have a festival in China where they eat dogs. There's a whole festival. Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes, they gather up the dogs and they eat them. It's on. They have it online. You know how they have like how the Northern Tribe, you go to those rotisserie joints and they have like the chickens rotisserie. They have dogs like that.
Right.
And this nigga want to blame Levi? Nah. Moab is looking like keeping their mouth shut, like, oh, let's not say it. And then the whole time, it came off of a rumor from a Edomite that had no proof of what she was talking about.
Right.
Had zero proof of what she was talking about. She just made this stuff up. And it got all the way to former President Trump, and he went on a debate and used that. Yo, these people are not a people. They are vile and vain and disgusting. Right? Read it from the top, Baba Sean.
Deuteronomy 32, chapter 21. They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not God. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities, and I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people. I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation.
Foolish nation. Salakia. Oh, man. Social media is, a good thing, and it can be a harmful thing at the same time. Yep. Just like water. Water, we absolutely need water every day for our whole lives. We need it.
Right.
And it could be, something, helpful. And it could be something harmful, like a doggone typhoon or a hurricane. You know what I'm saying? you can be in a body of water and not know how to swim. You know what I'm saying? It could be very harmful like that. If you're careless and you put too much water in a tub and leave a baby in it, it could be harmful that way. You know what I'm saying? Or it can give life, absolute life, not just to you, but to other animals and to plants all around the world. This social media can be helpful and harmful. I saw a post about, it just goes to show you how much these. Get that scripture where we look narrowly on these people and like, is this the man? Is this the man? I saw a post where someone was like, British people, can you show us step by step how to wash up? Now, what they call what? You seen that? Okay. What they show what they mean by wash up, because the different terms. We say the same thing, but it could mean totally different things, right?
Right.
Wash up means to hand wash your dishes. That's what they say. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like, what? Why are they? What's going on? What's over there that they're not washing the dishes properly? I'm like, what? I don't understand. So he was like, all right, okay. Here's what we do when we, wash up or wash the dishes, as you would say, right? He got his, his dish soap, and then he poured it in the sink, right? And then he turned the water on, and he poured some more in the sink. And he was just waiting for the water to fill up. All right, so far so good. He was like, you can take your sponge. Anybody know about this online? Has anybody heard about this? Have y'all heard about this? No? All right. Well, so he was like, all right, you take your sponge, right? And you take whatever your dirty dish is. He took a spoon. He was like, you scrub it, right? And then you put it on the rack to dry, right? Mm-hmm. I was like, okay. Maybe he might be doing something else, right? So he takes another, like a knife, something, scrub it and put it down, right? He was like, okay, here, we got a pan. And then he dipped it in the water and he scrubbed it. You make sure you get all that stuff out, right? Scrubbed it, and then it's like, well, now you put it in. I'm like, hold up now. That's the third time. It's the third time. Well, I've seen a pattern here, right? Maybe he's not done. Maybe he's not done, right? Then he says, all right, now here's a plate, right? And he scrubs the plate, and he's like, all right, now you just let that dry. And he's like, and that's it. We're done. I'm like, so you don't rinse the soap off? You don't rinse the soap off the dish, you know what I'm saying, that you're putting in now. The first 2 or 3 may be clean water, but after a while, it's all dirty water. It's dirty water in there now.
Right.
And you just getting all that, suds and stuff in there, and you just leaving it. And it came out soapy too, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now it's crazy how these oppressors get the concept of using a sponge or a rag to wash their dishes, to wash their cars, but they don't get the concept to wash themselves. They don't get that concept to wash themselves, right? So I'm looking in the comments, of course, and a lot of times, the gold is not, the content, but it's in the comments, man. People,
Right.
Yo, there's a whole ton of people defending like, hey, this is what we do. So it was people's like, hey, so I know y'all wash your hair, so y'all just put the soap in the hair and just get out the tub. like y'all don't see that, y'all lather up y'all car, get it all soapy, and then just, all right, I'm done. Because it's standing up, you know what I'm saying? Everything will just, slide off the side or whatnot. And the air and the wind will, the sun will will dry it, and the wind will dry it off. But they didn't have an answer for that. They didn't have an answer for that. You got that scripture?
Indeed. It is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee.
They that see thee, the they is so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Once we actually awake, you know what I'm saying? Once we wake up, because right now we're looking at these people like, that, they are our superiors. Black people are looking at, white people as if they're our superiors right now. And that's not, that's not a joke. There's a whole ton of black people that's looking at white people like, hey, they got the answers and we need to follow what they do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If that's true, y'all gonna take a shower and only wash our hair, once a week, twice a week, and not use a washcloth? Is that so? Are y'all not gonna season your food? Y'all not gonna wash the your meat when you cook it? Is that is that the case? Huh? Are y'all gonna wash the dishes and just leave it soapy and just set it down? That's the case, huh? That's the case. Once we wake up, we're gonna narrowly look at these people and be like, yo, just look at them like,
Right.
How did they not, die off altogether by disease, by disease alone?
Right.
How is that possible? The Spanish flu, the Spanish flu almost took them out. Bubonic plague, we know a lot more about the bubonic plague than we know about the Spanish flu. Spanish flu was way deadlier than the plague, the Black Plague. They want to make it famous and popular because they call it black. But you know why it's called the Black Plague, right? You don't know? No sweat. No sweat. No, it's no sweat. It's called the Black Plague. It's because if you got the bubonic, was it flu? Bubonic, whatever. The bubonic plague. If you had that, if you actually contracted it, you would have like these boils spread all out your body. Most of the time, it was in like places that didn't breathe, like your armpits or your thighs or something like that. And it was boils, and it got bigger, and it was black. And if you like cut it or try to drain it, it was like black pus that was coming out. So that's why it's called the Black Plague. It had nothing to do with niggas because niggas was washing up. we was using rags and soap and washing the soap off of our bodies after we lathered up.
Right.
These cats was not washing their hands. These cats, you ever heard of don't crap where you eat?
Right.
That's what they were doing. They were crapping where they were eating. Literally. There's a huge the palace. I won't say it's the Palace of Versailles. It's where the King of France lived, right? I knew a dude who actually went there and did a tour. I think I brought this out once before, but he did a tour there, and he was going through room to room and whatnot. He noticed something. He was like, "Hey, I didn't see a bathroom. We've been in here for over an hour. We've seen a ton of different rooms and whatnot. The ballroom, the banquet room, bedrooms and all these other places, but we never seen a bathroom. Where's the bathroom?" It was like, "It's here." Like, where? It's like the corner right over there. It was like, "What are you talking about?" It's like they didn't believe in bathrooms. They didn't believe in bathrooms. What they did was, if someone had to use the bathroom, they had a pot in the corner, and they would use the pot as people were eating. Oh, so-and-so, the Queen of England, is right over here with a big dress and sitting down, squatting down, and doing her business on the pot. No running water, you know what I'm saying? No fresh water to wash their hands or whatnot. That's Brock brought out last week how she bragged Queen of England bragged about only having what 2 baths in her life, and one was involuntary.
2.
One of them was involuntary. What do I mean by that? She was 2 seconds old. She had no control over it. She had no control over it. No control over it. So the doctor bathed her from that one time, and then what was the other time when she got married?
When she became the queen.
When she became the queen.
Yeah, she nasty. Whew. If I may, since we're on that topic, that the big dress that they had, I think I mentioned it last time. I don't know, but I might have missed it. That the reason why it was that big Cinderella dress that went out so far is because they didn't believe in going to a bathroom and defecating in the bathroom when it came down to doing number 1 and number 2, and passing gas and all of that nature. So that was meant to allow them to be able to use the bathroom on the go. It was part of that. It wasn't a fashion statement. It was for the potty. That's it.
Yeah.
There was no junk in the trunk. It was literal junk in the trunks. Yeah, that happened.
Yeah. They would just, go wherever they saw fit.
That's what people, not a people.
That's exactly. That's how they didn't. Their trash was like in the city, so it had a mass infestation of rats, and they had rats, just going, wherever they were, and these people had to like open sewage, and it was just, think of how the way they have the Indian street food places. That's how. Oh yeah. Oh. How in the hell? You know what? Honestly, we had to been really, we had to really piss the Most High off to have these niggas, Salakia, have these cats rule over us.
Right.
We pissed him off something proper to have a someone who don't wipe their hind parts, just crap and get up, booty itching and everything, to have that people rule over us.
Right.
We pissed him off something proper. Oh.
Salakia, the Arabs, they don't shake with their left hand because they wipe themselves with their left hand.
Yeah. That's when I first heard that. It was his older sister. She was like, she told me that. I was like, what you talking about? Mm-hmm. What you talking about? She was like, they don't use toilet paper the way we use toilet paper. Mm-hmm. Like, what? I mean, toilet paper is toilet paper. How you not use toilet paper the proper way? They was like, so what they do, because she said, don't ever shake a Arab's hand with your left hand. Don't touch their left hand, because what they do is whenever they defecate, they'll take their hand and wipe their hind parts with it, and then take the paper and then wipe that off.
Nasty work.
This is true. If you see a left hand and got like some dirt up under their nails, that ain't dirt. That's some residual boo-boo.
Right.
That's a residual boo-boo. These people, these people, yo, what would they do without us?
Right.
What would they do without us? That's going to be illegal in the kingdom.
Right.
Let me find out you wiping you defecating with your hand and then wiping your hand off. You're going to lose that hand.
All right.
You're going to lose that hand. Shalom, just look at that, sir. All right, sir. Yeah, that's no. That ain't flying in the kingdom.
Right.
That ain't Nah, I ain't gonna tell that story. Slack it. that brought something up. Maybe I'll tell that at the, at camp or after camp or Hebrew Academy or something like that. But yeah, y'all just gonna have to come up in here to hear these stories, man. Some of these stories these brothers be telling, man, it's some gold, man. But these people, man, are not a people. We had to. Like, we pissed the Most High off something fierce.
Right.
I heard the African defending them taking a bath with cow urine. You know what I'm saying? Like, defending that. Like y'all, someone said, well, y'all bathe in cow urine. When the cow pisses, y'all dunk your head on it, and, just, they do this. This is real.
Right.
And people were defending it, like how can you defend that?
Right.
But they were defending this stuff. You have some?
Sister Yahanna Curse 76 says, Salaki, sir, we should start saying stinking before all other nations, man. AKA that all wadi right there. Stinking Edomites is what she said.
Yeah. I can get down with that.
That's right.
Stinking Edomites, stinking Elamites.
That's right.
You got all wadi gonna jump in there, stinking Hamites.
Yeah, right?
Right.
Oh, stinking Hamites.
Oh.
Like, you got the rest of that scripture, Baba Shaw? Narrowly look on them.
The book of Isaiah 14:16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
So we're looking on them once you actually wake up, because brothers in here do this all the time. We looking at these cats and we're like, yo, is this the man that made the earth to tremble? Salaki, hold on real quick. Give me Deuteronomy 28. And I'm gonna tell you what verse.
And you got more in the scripture.
All right. I'm gonna tell you what verse that we're gonna need. Oh man. Man, what's that scripture? Salakia. Read the scripture from the top, Baba Shaw.
The book of Isaiah 14:16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms?
Scripture says, and is this the man? Salakia. It says, is this the man that made the earth to tremble? Like, these cats don't is this the cat that don't wash properly? Is this they're the ones that make the earth tremble? That when they wash the dishes, they leave it soapy? Right. Is this the one to make the earth tremble?
Right.
It's like woods.
It was on green.
Oh, the water, sir. Most High in Christ. All right, then. It was on green. We too high. Is it these cats? These cats can't wash properly. These cats don't season their food. How are you surviving? You know what I'm saying? These cats are facilitating diseases by not washing their hands. They actually go get in front of the camera and admit to the world, like, hey, I don't wash my hands when I go to the bathroom. Like, and this is after the pandemic. This is after the pandemic when there's a ton of literature and doctors saying, hey, you should wash your hands at least 20 seconds, you know what I'm saying, after you go to, or if you're handling food, or if, you're coming in contact with anybody or anything, you know what I'm saying, you should wash your hands for at least 20 seconds to really get the stuff and the dirt and the grime off, and they don't wash their hands when they go after they go to the bathroom.
Right.
When I was at the slave and I'm in the bathroom and people come out the stall, especially the stall, and they just walk out, I'll be like,
Right.
I'm looking at them like, you ain't gonna hit that water, you ain't gonna hit that soap, or they'll fake it and they'll want how it's automatic, right? And it's only on for like 3 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Like, you nasty mother. Ooh. These cats, how are they in charge of us? We pissed off the Most High something fierce to have these wicked, stinking, dirty behind bastards, over us. Shalak, I got it. Like, there's some nasty folk.
That's right.
We narrowly looked upon them like, yo, how? Akira's, was right. It was stinking Edomites.
Right.
Stinking. I remember Kamash was saying how one time, a while back, back in the day, he ran into a Hasidic Jew. The Hasidic Jews where they have the curls and they wear the black trench coats and the stupid furry hats and crap. It was in the bathroom and the dude just was doing the same thing that I said, just get out the stall and leave. Kamash was like, hold up, let me just ask you something. Why you don't wash your hands? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He didn't say why you were a disgusting bastard, but he was thinking this. He was like, why you do this? Why don't you do this? He was like, and this bastard said, and this is the people that the whole world except for us calls the chosen people.
Right.
This is common amongst them.
Right.
He says the Most High loves our aroma, he said the God loves our, smell. So we shouldn't taint it with some chemicals. So we should just love her. This is the same thing that Queen Elizabeth had,
right.
Not bathing, only bathing twice in her life. Love your stench. That's what it is. You love your disease stench. Like yo, if I'm out and I'm not home, I can't get home. After, like, for instance, like I was gone all day yesterday for Hebrew Academy. Let's give the brothers a hand warm. Let's give Captain Cod a hand, you know what I'm saying, for putting this Hebrew Academy in place, you know what I'm saying? I was gone all day, but once I got home, you know what I'm saying? Once I got home, you know how R. Kelly said, that body's calling? That shower was called. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shower was calling for me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't understand how these people can ignore those calls.
Right.
Ignore those calls. No one around you saying, hey, you know how black people are. Hey, yo, you can't be around here.
Right.
You got to go. I remember I was in Esau's military. It was this one dude, Edomite, of course, and he just didn't. He refused to. I don't know if he refused, but he just. I don't know. I don't know what his issue was. Like, seriously, I don't know what his issue was, but he was functified, all the time. So much so that the other people around him was like, yo, if you don't take care of this, we're going to take care of it for you, right? And so he didn't take care of it. You know what they did? It wasn't like, the movies where they held him down and, they didn't do that. They took what we call a scuzz brush. You know what a scuzz brush is? Scuzz brushes, those little hand brushes where you scrub the floors with. It's like really hard bristled. They took them, stripped them, held them down in the shower, water and soap, and scrubbed them with that mug. Now, I didn't partake in this, but this is what I was told that they did to this cat. They didn't have a problem with him after that. Like, is this what we had? I mean, not we. Is this what has to be done to Edomites in order to not be called stinking no more?
Right.
In the kingdom, y'all not allowed to not. Nah. And this is why. Hold on. Give me that scripture where it said Salakia. And we will take them.
You got one question online, but it's off topic.
All right.
Scripture like that.
Real quick, give me that the scripture where it says and we will take them and they will be our people and they're gonna like it. And they're gonna like it. Get the scripture for the brother if you could.
So cleave unto thee?
Yeah, and they will cleave unto thee. I believe it. Is it in Isaiah or Jeremiah? We're about to see.
That's in Isaiah.
It says we're gonna take thee and they will cleave unto us, which means they be like, I saw y'all ever seen 12 years? Is it 12 years a slave? Y'all ever seen that?
Yeah.
It was a scene where the brothers was taken on a ship, right? And they was getting shipped down south. And one of the brothers' slave masters like actually caught up to them before he was about shipped out. And once he realized his master came for him, he cleaved unto him. He was like, "Oh, master, I sure glad you here." You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like that to us.
Right.
They're gonna be like that to us. Now, some slave masters are going to allow you to not bathe, but you will never be. You will only see them when it's time to feel the taste of the whip across your back. And then there's others who are gonna be like, "Nah, you're gonna be clean. You're not gonna bring the bubonic plague around here."
Right.
Some people are just gonna be out in the barn like dogs and cattle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Depends on how you live your life now. Will depend on how you will live your life then. But it's up to you. It's up to you. You got it? Can you get it for this brother? Let this brother know, and then he'll get it.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1 through 2.
1 through 2. All right, let me get that question, Baba Shaw.
It's a pretty.
Oh, you already had it?
Come. Sorry.
Let's get this brother a hand, dude. This sound like he want to be a trooper.
This,
That's what it sound like.
damn right.
What's up?
Just a few verses.
Okay, what's the question?
It says, Shalom, Jamaica. Excuse me. Damien says, Shalom, Jamaica. Shalom, can I get understanding? Luke 11, 5 to 8. I have the scriptures here. That's 4 verses.
So it's just a breakdown on.
Well, understanding.
Luke 11, 5 through 8. Okay. We're going to get to this in 1 second. We'll get to you, Damien, in 1 second. Brother, if you could read that scripture, Baba Kashaw, we're going to finish that out.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, which is so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, right? He's going to have mercy on us, even though we're going through hell right now. This day and age, right now, we're going through hell. He's going to have mercy on us, right?
Right.
Let's keep reading.
And will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land.
So he's going to choose. He's going to have mercy on us and choose us and set us in our own land. It didn't say that we're going to, take back anything. He is going to set us in our own land.
Right.
So the formula is we obey him. We go back, we turn away from America and all its traditions, you know what I'm saying, and all its culture and all its, ideology. Turn back to the Most High God's law, statutes, and commandments. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're in, the Caribbean islands, you're in Central America, South America, across the pond. It's still America's philosophy. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're a Muslim, you're Christian, you're a Buddhist, it's America's philosophy. Anybody can be saved. That's America's philosophy.
Right.
It says he will choose us and set us in our own land. Keep going.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
And the strangers shall be joined with us. You want to know why? Because when the Most High decides to send Christ back, it's going to be a war of biblical proportions. You know what war means? Destruction. Destruction. Things was going to be destroyed in this battle.
That's right.
Now there ain't going to be no up and down, no seesaw. It's a one-sided battle. It's a one-sided battle, and all their crap is going to be destroyed. He's going to take us, set us in our land, and the survivors. Those are the strangers. The survivors are going to come into are going to come unto us. Why? We're going to get into it. Keep going.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
Uh-huh.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
And they shall cleave unto the house of Jacob, just like that brother who cleaved to that oppressor when the master came and saved them from an even worse or fate.
That's right.
He go, oh master, I'm glad you came and got me and saved me. That's how these people are going to be. Why? Because they seen the destruction that just happened.
That's right. They
seen the destruction that Christ had brought when he comes back. So when they see okay, I'll be, the scripture says every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess.
Right.
It's going to be because of that. It's going to be because of that. He's going to say, he's going to make these Edomites, these Elamites, these Arabs, Ishmaelites,
That's right.
them stinking Hamites, He's going to make all of them bow. He's going to make all of them bow, and he's going to make all of them, confess. And they're going to cleave unto us.
Right.
They're going to cleave unto us. Keep going.
Verse 2. And the people shall take them.
And we, the people, they said, you shall cleave unto the house of Jacob. You know what I'm saying? Which is the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians.
That's right.
And we shall take them. Keep going.
And bring them to their place.
And bring them to their place. Their places in the barn. Their places in the kitchen. Their places in the fields. Their places is in the towns. If they want to laugh, they're gonna have to put their heads in a stinking barrel.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? If when they ain't gonna be cooking my food, Salakia.
That's right.
Salakia. We're gonna have an overseer in the kitchen.
Right.
If they cook the food, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have an overseer. They're gonna wash their hands, or they're gonna lose them. You get one infraction. That's it. You get one time. You're going to lose your hands. You're going to lose your hands. And then you're going to have to pick cotton with no hands. I don't know how you're going to do it.
That's right.
I don't know how you're going to do it. But you better give me my 300 pounds every day.
That's right.
You better give me I want my 300 pounds every day. Keep going. Salakia.
And the house of Israel shall possess them.
And we shall possess them as a possession. You know what I'm saying? I got a car. You know what I'm saying? That's my possession. I got a bank card. That's my possession. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got a laptop. That's my possession. I'll do whatever I want to do with it. If I want to use that laptop as a placemat for my dinner, I'm going to do that. I do whatever it is I want to do with my possession.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We will take them as our possession. Keep going.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants.
For what?
For servants.
For slaves.
For servants.
Uh-huh. Keep going.
And handmaids.
For slaves and slaves. They're going to be slaves in our kingdom. And they're going to be happy. Why? Because they're going to cleave to us.
That's right.
They're going to cleave to us. You ain't if the stove is hot, you're going to cleave to the stove? Oh, I'm so cold, I need to burn my hand. No. You're going to cleave to it because you want to. You know what I'm saying? You in a drowning, you're about to drown, and someone throws you a life raft. Oh my God, you hold on to that for dear life. Why? Because we are dear life, according to the Bible.
That's right.
I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Nah. Yeah. What did it say? I wanted to say it in Spanish. El plata or el pluma. You know what it is? Shame. Shame. But what I was trying to say is what you take my silver or you take my lead.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Escobar. Is it Escobar? Anyway.
I heard that before.
Yeah. You can take you can take my silver, which is, you know, a place on my plantation, or you can take my lead, which is going to be the whip. You know what I'm saying? Which is going to be the whip.
Right.
You want the whip? Now I can get you the whip.
Right.
I can get you the whip. I'm be skilled. I should start practicing now. I'll be skilled with that whip. Two-handed. Be skilled with that bad mama jamma. All right. Anything else?
Come, sir. And they shall take them captives, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
And we shall take them captives, who captives they were, which means we were their captives, which is right now, but we're going to be their, we were their captives. And then once Christ comes back, we're going to be their captors.
Right.
We're not doing the capturing. That's what Christ is going to do. Christ is going to capture you stinking wicked heathens. You know what I'm saying? And then he's going to give us power over you.
That's right.
You understand? Anything else on that? That's it. Y'all gonna cleave to us because y'all want to live. That's it. That's the bottom line. Y'all gonna cleave to us because y'all want to live. Get me Salakia. Luke 11:5. And we're gonna close out with that. Luke 11:5. Okay.
Luke chapter 11, verse 5. And he said unto them, which of you shall have a friend, and shall go unto him at midnight, and say unto him, friend, lend me 3 loaves.
Okay. Keep going.
For a friend of mine is in his journey, is come to me, and I have nothing to set before him.
Okay, keep going.
And he from within shall answer and say, trouble me not. The doors is now shut, and my children are with me in bed. I cannot rise and give thee.
Okay, keep going. One more.
I say unto you, though he will not rise and give him, because he is his friend, yet because of his importunity, he will rise and give him as many as he needeth.
Okay. Hold on. So it's 5 to 8, right, Brock?
5 to 8.
Give me verse 3, Baba Shaw.
Give us day by day our daily bread, and forgive us our sins, for we also forgive everyone that is indebted to us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
Hold on. Skip me up to, let's do verse 1, Baba Shaw.
And it came to pass that as he was praying in a certain place, when he ceased, one of his disciples said unto him, Lord, teach us to pray, as John also taught his disciples.
Okay. So that was when he was teaching them to pray. And then verse 5, he says, and he said unto him, read verse 5 one more again.
And he said unto them, which of you shall have a friend, and shall go unto him at midnight, and say unto him, friend, lend me 3 loaves? For a friend of mine in his journey is come to me.
All right, so he's saying, which of you would have a friend that will come to you at midnight and say, man, I need this, right? Whatever it may be, I need this. But in this particular instance, he's talking about, a custom that we have. If someone comes unto you, like if you have a visitor and they're coming under your roof, they're coming under your protection. You're supposed to house them, feed them, clothe them, protect them, whatnot. Right. They're in your house, you know what I'm saying? So this is our custom, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have any bread. He didn't have anything to eat. So he went to his friend. He was like, hey man, I know he has some. Let me see if I can get it from him. All right. So this is what's going on, right? Keep reading.
For a friend of mine is in his journey is come to me, and I have nothing to set before him.
All right. So how many times, this is something true, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times we may not admit it, but we go home and there's nothing, the cupboards are bare, you know what I'm saying? Right. Cupboards are bare, but the custom still stands. If someone comes to you, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they coming onto you. We've got so far away from this, we like, nah, you can't stay here. Right. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't got nothing. Oh, well, you know what I'm saying? Here's some water. Right. You know what I'm saying? Nah. He went out and to his friend, he was like, I know he has something. So he went to, fulfill the custom that we have, being a brother. Right. You had a journey, you coming late at night. You ain't have to go, places were closed late at night. Come on, let me get you something to eat, right? Right. This is what's going on. Keep going.
And he from within shall answer and say, trouble me not. The door is now shut.
So he said from within, trouble me not. He's like, come on, man, it's late. you know what I'm saying? Someone call you 2 a.m. and ask you for something, like, come on, man. It's late. I gotta get up. I gotta get up, slave in the morning. The kids are sleeping, you know what I'm saying? What you doing? Right. What you doing? He's saying it really to himself. Keep going.
Trouble me not. And the door is now shut. And my children are with me in bed. I cannot rise and give thee.
So this really the spirit of what we have right now. Right. When that's not what the Most High is teaching us. He said, someone comes to you for help and you be like, nah, it's too late. Nah. Nah. You got no. If you have it for your brother, even if you can only spare a little bit, spare that little bit.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? This is brotherhood 101.
That's right.
Did not but you do have somebody. Let's just say for instance, you do have somebody who you would get out of bed for, you know what I'm saying, go to bat for. That's right. 2 a.m, 3 a.m. You just got in from being, slaving 12, 15 hours, and you had to, an hour commute to get home, and you just want to go to bed so you can do it again in 4 or 5 hours. If that brother or that sister, if your sister calls you and says, I need you, you're going to get out of bed for that one person, right? Right. You should do that for all your brothers.
That's right.
You should do that for all your sisters.
That's right. You
know what I'm saying? You shouldn't say, man, it's late.
Right.
My kids are asleep. I can't help you. Nah. You should do that for all your Akim. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is what Christ is trying to teach us. Keep reading, Salakia. I know he said till verse 8, but keep reading.
And I say it to you, though he will not rise and give him, because he is his friend, yet because of his importunity, he will rise and give him as many as he needeth.
So he's saying, just like I said, just because it should be done. You should just, you know what I'm saying, if you have it. There's one thing if you in that same situation as a brother, you know what I'm saying? Right. You ain't got it, I ain't got it. I can't, give you blood from a stone. I really don't have anything. It's one thing, you know what I'm saying? But if you have it and you deny it, don't do that.
Right.
We're all in the same hell, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
One day you may be that brother on the other side knocking on the door like, hey man, my kids, they haven't eaten in 2 days.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It hurts me to even come to you to you know what I'm saying, to help me out.
Right.
You may be on that side one day. Don't be the one to deny it, even though if it's not this situation where you know you're housing a guest, but still don't be that cat. Don't be that cat.
That's right.
So he says because of his importance, he did it. He gave him as he needed, but he was talking like this thing. Wake me up at 2:00 in the morning. He knew his name was coming. He called now, nigga. Don't do that. Don't even do that.
Right.
Like, all right, you know, you with me, especially, you know, if it's late at night and I need to go and do something, I don't even try and argue. I remember, it's a quick story. I remember I was on a plane catching a red eye back from Vegas back over here. I was on a red eye and I was up all day, you know, doing whatever. And I was asleep, knocked out, right? Plane had some turbulence. Woke me up, right? And it was some bad turbulence. I was like, well, if I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying? It was a long time. If I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go. Oh well, I'm just gonna go right back to sleep. If it's time for me to go, it's time for me to go. So I just, kind of went back to sleep. And then it shook real hard again. And the dude next to me made this little, sound that was hilarious. Hilarious, right? I just, just kind of like looked at him. and he was like, I'm sorry. I'm scared. It was this air out there. I was scared. But I was so tired. But I wanted to laugh at that. I wanted to laugh. I was like, all right, I'm going to laugh as soon as I wake up. But right now, I'm going to sleep. But the reason I'm saying that is because you can still do something, operate it, and especially if you're tired, you're like, hey, just get the crap done so you can go back to doing what you're doing. Especially if it's to help,
right,
to further something. You know what I'm saying? Just get it done. Stop. Don't even whimper and complain. Because the more you complain about it, especially if you're going to do it in the end, what was the whole complaining for?
Right.
Just get it done. Just get it done. Right. So this is what Christ was saying. Right. So he did it, but he was mumbling under his breath. Read verse 9.
And I say unto you, ask and it shall be given.
He says, but I say unto you, ask and it shall be given. Keep going.
Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be open unto you.
So what's it saying? Closed mouth don't get fed. You know what I'm saying? He may have said to himself, man, it's really late. If I go over to this brother, he may say no. And if he didn't, it was definitely no. But he actually said it. He swallowed his pride or whatever, and he went over there at 2 a.m. and the brother gave it to him.
That's right.
This is what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? It says it right there, man. Ask and you shall receive. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door shall be open. The closed mouths don't get fed.
That's right.
The thing is, you need to find the right person to ask.
Right.
That's really what this is. Don't go asking, somebody who is not about brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't give a crap about you.
That's right.
Unfortunately, sometimes that's our own flesh and blood, our own family.
Right.
But Christ said, you know what I'm saying? There is nobody who would, leave brother, sister, father, mother for me or my name's sake and will not have now in this lifetime, brothers, you know what I'm saying? Sisters, wives, daughters, sons.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have no slag. I do have. Papa was Rolling Stone,
Right.
But the men in here are more brothers than my physical, my
right.
blood brothers.
Right.
I have more brothers in here than I have out in the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what Christ is talking about. You need to go to the people who is about you, being your brother. That's what this scripture is about. I hope I answered that brother's question. Is there anything else online?
David just said, thank you, sir.
Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. All right, and with that, I'm glad Shador Sanders said what he said. The hate that the oppressor, is giving Shador Sanders, y'all can go, kick rocks. I want to say something else.
That's right.
But I'm not gonna get a strike. Striking ain't gonna go on my time. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be because of me. Salakia. But with that, I pass the class over to Priest and Officer Barack.
Security announcements via the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under Commander Yahanna. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves in the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will call each other. After the 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. It means 10th in Hebrew, and it's pronounced ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you get to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offer for priests, not mandatory whatsoever amount you would like to give. The upcoming holy convocation, we have the memorial of blowing of trumpets. That'll be the first day of the 7th month, Wednesday, October 2nd of this year. You can find this in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 24 through 25. Of course, with that coming up October 2nd, which does fall on a Wednesday, stay in close contact with your camp leader in your zone, and your nearest zone of who you report to, as to the arrangements for keeping this our holy day. All right, and that's the memorial blowing the trumpets. Once again, we have more cookouts that's coming up before the end of the year. We've already had Atlanta, we've already had Detroit, we've already had New York. Next up is Southern California, the West Coast Cookout. That'll be September 26th through the 29th. You understand? If you plan on attending, you understand, contact your camp leader, get your funds, your transportation situated. You understand? If you plan on attending, of course, after that, we do have Houston to wrap up the year. That'll be in October, the 31st through November 3rd. You understand? So also as well, put in your leave, and any questions or comments you may have, you can reach out and we'll make sure I do our best to put you on to all of the information and details. All right. As well, the location and date have been put out for Passover. $200 last year. The previous years it was $200 last year. It can be more or less, give or take, but still just arrange your funds as you should in the first place. Try to arrange your funds. Put some funds to the side, even if it's just $100. Try to do your best to get your funds together. Your arrangements. It is April 12th. The Lord's 56 annual Passover is going to be in Atlanta. It's going to be in Atlanta at April 12th. All right. What else as well? Commander Yahanna tonight. We have the Commander Yahanna's Black Watch channel is going live. The channel again on the YouTube is now called The Real General Yahanna. The Real General Yahanna. Tune in 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's about to go up in just a few minutes. You understand? Going to get yourself together to tune in for that radio show. Sign in, get that comment section going. All that and above. Make sure you like and share. Right? Is there anything you want to add on that?
No.
All right. Remind Akim and Akwati to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If your brother wants to be a trooper in the school, you should start wearing all black, which includes black boots, black skirt, black shirts, black pants, black headband, and a scarf. And with that, I say Amajin, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give one quick salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Amajin Shabbat, Amajin, Barak, Yahanna, Shem Yahweh Barakatah.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Barakatah.
Class is dismissed.